I just made this video, and because it was so long I was babbling, I thought I'm going to do it again and make it shorter because I don't like babbling, and I'm not going to put you through that anyway. Anyway, my name is Justin Guillaume. This channel, Kill the Fear, has kind of shifted over to my experiences with my ex-wife, a covert narcissist, and the things that happened with her. So I'm not going to go ahead and talk about anything else. I'm just going to get right into it. So once upon a time, when my ex-wife called the cops after she attacked me and then said I attacked her, well, she cannot keep her story straight. But one day I thought, I know she keeps telling a different story on what happened because she can never keep her story straight. I want to know exactly, like, can I get an idea of what she's going for here? I mean, I would love to know what I did. Now, just so you know, I'm not able to harm someone. It's just completely outside of my personality. Even when it's the point where I have to do it to protect myself, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. The most I did was a guy who had me in a headlock who was on drugs, and I had to bite his ribs really harsh. And because the cop, it was Bakersfield BD, they were into drug dealing and human trafficking and stuff like that. You know, he sided with the other guy because the guy was supplying him drugs. So, but that's the most I've ever done was try and get away from someone trying to kill me. Um, so, anywho, with my ex-wife, when she said that I attacked her, she said that I was in my room, that she was shoving me and refusing to get out. I don't think she told him that part actually, that she was shoving or anything like that. Then she did a fake fall backwards and yelled, "What are you doing?" Ah! And then she did her fake fall backwards. I'm like, and I was just there watching this, like, what the hell? Then she yelled, "I'm calling the police!" And she spit everywhere. And I just watch her run to the room over to her left, and I'm shaking. I'm like, hey, what you said she was going to do, she just did. Every person I called knew exactly what I was talking about. Everyone, when I said she did what you said she was going to, like, go outside and wait for the police. Everyone knew that if I told her I filed for the divorce, and everyone told me not to tell her because they said she's going to attack you, then she's going to call the cops and say you attacked her. Actually, Roberta Shaler, I miss her so much. She passed in April of last year, and she saved my life. She's why I got the courage to get the divorce. She said, "Sir, do not tell her. If you tell her, she will attack you. She will become physically violent. Then she will call the cops and say that you attacked her. I can guarantee it, sir." And I remember the way she said that. Boy, I wish I recorded that conversation. Um, but anyway, they were right. Now, this is the funny part. When I got into what my wife said to one of her stories, this is when she got herself more together on how she was going to lie. She should have done a better job. You see, she claimed that I, a trained martial artist that teaches female self-defense, women's self-defense, mind you, that I grabbed her by her throat. Me, Justin Guillaume, grabbed my wife by the throat just because she kept shoving me like, oh, wait, no, she didn't say, I don't remember if she said that or not. But that I grabbed her by the throat, which the only thing you do is say, okay, get back, stop shoving me, get back. But no, 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 no. Apparently, I grabbed her by her throat, and then she just went like this. She just had to move her arm off. And despite her training on how to get away from something like that, she just went like this instead. And for some reason, moving her arm up like this knocked me off of her. No, it didn't release her. Didn't just release her from someone grasping her throat, which, by the way, left no marks. No marks on the. Really? No. She went like that and threw me off of her by going like that. Then she spun over to get away from me, over to her right, which is the bathroom, and then a wall, and she just ran to escape from me, straight to her room, which is behind her, the other way. So now she wound up in her room somehow. What the fuck? Now, here's the thing, is I downloaded the footage because she forgets that I got a background in surveillance and counter surveillance, which later on I did a full investigative report on her. And boy, she's a bad person. A bad person. And she went out online saying, I was a victim of domestic abuse, and this is what happened. And her stories kept changing on there too. And she would keep telling different people different stories. And what's funny though is her friends, who she had turned against me years ago, when she would spread these stories to them, they were still like, huh? Justin did that? Well, why would he grab your throat? I thought he was a trained martial artist. Wait a second, but you did what? Nothing was matching up. So, when I brought that stuff up, as far as her screaming and all that junk in there trying to start a fight with me, and then I looked at her statement and the stories that she told other people, I was like, whoa, this does not match at all. So, of course, one moment, gonna take a drink of my favorite water here. Oh, Fiji, natural artesian water. I want a nickel for that, Fiji. Give me a nickel. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. So nothing matched up when I put it. So I have a full report on things that she said about me, posts she's made, people she's spoken to, those stories that are different, along with that footage and everything up there. And then I'm not allowed to view it, but I know it exists. Turns out she went back later with apparently the marks, because she told me too that she went like this. She said, "See, in a few days it'll be really dark and it'll look like I like someone really hurt me." She actually went back a few days later to get pictures taken on a report against me. Prosecutor still looked at her, looked at me, read the statements. It was just like, no. I was like, yeah. If the prosecutor doesn't go after someone with such a incredible claim against them, you know that there was nothing there. Ugh, I can't do just the lighting. Ugh, and these teeth, they're crowding. They look terrible. Terrible. Anyways, um, so yeah, that's what happened with my ex-wife, and it's strange because a lot of people believe that psychopaths or other people who are like psychopaths, which it looks like a covert narcissist is just a psychopath that is a vulnerable narcissist. Very stupid, very stupid. You know, it seems like she's intelligent with some basic things, but not being able to get your story straight. Before I thought it was the gaslighting, and I just remember right now is she would always tell me different stories. But then when I saw that she was trying to sell it with other people so she could seem like a victim, she still changed it every time. So yeah, I still have that on her and a lot of other stuff. And I gotta tell you, man, I gotta tell you, bitches be crazy.